Angels coming to Toronto after the 3-game series in Kansas City. The Angels dropped 2 of those 3 ball games, and they're hoping to get back at the Blue Jays, who were at the Big A, the last homestand for the Angels, and Toronto came to town. They won all 3 games of that series against the Angels at the Big A. Ryan Burr, he's a guy who hasn't started very many games, just 2 in his career. All of his appearances this year have been in relief, 19 of them, and he will face the Angels.
Taylor Ward leading things off tonight.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good start for Ryan Burr, who skips off the mound with a 3-pitch strikeout of Taylor Ward. ERA just over 5 for the righty, coming off a tough appearance. 2 earned runs in an inning against Cincinnati, and also gave up a couple inherited runs that inning. Neto, the right-handed hitter, 2-2 pitch is lifted to shallow right. Springer barely moves, takes 2 steps in, and makes the catch. 2 down.
2 gone, bases empty now for Shawnuel, who takes a 6-game hitting streak to work tonight. There's a little flare out to shallow left center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Shawnuel's aboard on a 2-out single.
That's just what Shawnuel does. It's not necessarily blistering contact all the time. He's going to put the bat on the ball and give himself a chance, and now he's on first with 2 outs, and Anthony Rendon is up the pitch.
And there's first and second after a 2-out walk. Single by Shawnuel, base on balls to Rendon, and now an opportunity for Mickey Moniak.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets him on the slider, and after the hit and the walk, Burr strands the runners to keep it scoreless, middle of the first.
Both teams will be going with relief pitchers to start the game. The Angels will go with Brock Burke, and he's only been with the Angels for a brief time. Began the year with the Texas Rangers. Overall, between the Angels and the Rangers, a 1-0 record in a total of 16 appearances. They have all been in relief, and his ERA is high, 7.27.
And he strikes out George Springer.
That's nasty. That's a tight slider.
He might have found something with the Angels. Still hasn't given up a hit in now 4 innings pitched. Obviously a small sample size, but still much better.
Bouncing ball on the first pitch to Dalton Varsho that'll go for route number 2. Vlad Guerrero has been as hot as anybody. Big series at the Angels' expense last week in Southern California, 6 for 14.
Here's the next pitch, the 1-1 delivery, and this is lifted high in the air, but it's not very deep at all. In center field, coming in is Mickey Moniak. He'll make the catch on that one, and a quick, clean inning for Brock Burke here.
Bottom of the second inning. Blue Jays and Angels tied at 0. Spencer Horwitz leading off against Brock Burke, the opener. Hit in the air, left center field and deep. Going back, Moniak, it's over his head and bouncing into the wall. Horwitz into second, no throw. It's a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the second inning. And he set up the Blue Jays pretty well here. He's on second with nobody out. Alejandro Kirk up to the plate.
That's a fair ball. And it's going to get all the way down into the corner. Horwitz will come in to score easily, and it's an RBI double for Alejandro Kirk.
Well, that actually wasn't a bad pitch from Burke. It was a changeup down in the zone, and Alejandro Kirk went down and got it, just snuck it around that third base bag for an RBI and a double, and the Blue Jays are leading 1-0.
Kirk on second, still nobody out, and Will Wagner up.
There's a ground ball up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Kirk is getting the wave. Moniak's throw is not in time, and it's an RBI single for Will Wagner to make it 2-0.
A little base hit right there up the middle on a tough pitch away for an RBI and a 2-0 Blue Jays lead.
Ron Washington walking out to the mound, and after the couple of left-handed hitters in this inning, the lefty Brock Burke's day is over as the Blue Jays up 2-0, a runner on first and nobody out in the bottom of the second. Clement batting for the first time, a .271 hitter, 17 doubles, 9 home runs.
And a high drive to left field, and this ball is gone. Ernie Clement does it again. Number 10 on the season, and the second in as many games. It is 4-0.
How did he get to that pitch? Unbelievable what Ernie Clement just did to get to 97 miles per hour, miles above the strike zone.
He swings at pitches and hits pitches very few other batters do, both high and low. But the remarkable ones, you're exactly right, are the ones above the zone.
And with that velocity.
Still nobody out as Joey Loperfido steps up with the Blue Jays winning 4-0. 1-0 pitch is hit well by Loperfido to right field. Adele got a late break, and now he dives and he can't make the play. It's down on the track. Loperfido around second. He's headed to third, and the relay's cut off. It's a triple for Joey Loperfido.
Joe Adele got a strange jump on that ball. Kind of froze when it was off the bat and then ended up diving for it and missing it by about a foot. But Joey Loperfido with another triple. The Blue Jays are absolutely swinging it right now.
But now it's the top of the order for Toronto. George Springer's going to hit here with still the infield in and a runner on third. 4-0 Blue Jays, home half of the second at Rogers Center. Swing and a chopper to third. Coming to the plate, Loperfido. Rendon fields, and he'll throw over to first for the out. A run comes in to score. It's an RBI for Springer, and the Blue Jays extend the lead to 5-0. Still 5-0 Blue Jays as we go to the fourth. Ryan Yarbrough in the game for the Blue Jays. Rubber arm Yarbs. John Schneider called him today before the game. A guy who's thrown a lot of innings in a lot of different roles over the course of his career. He's going to pitch the bulk of this one. Called strike three, fastball right down the middle, and Shonwell retired, 1 out.
It doesn't have to be 95 to freeze a hitter. Right down the middle. Sinking fastball.
First strikeout of the night for Ryan Yarbrough.
1-0 is lined to short, caught by Jimenez, 2 down. Joe Adell up to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. 5-0 Blue Jays, top of the fourth. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. Ties him up with that curveball at 73 miles an hour. And for Yarbrough, it's his second strikeout to end a third scoreless inning. 5-0 Blue Jays. Ryan Yarbrough still on for Toronto. Yarbrough came on with nobody out in the second inning, and he has cruised, giving up 2 singles, hitting 1 batter. That's all.
Shonwell, reach out and touch somebody. A little soft serve into the opposite field. I love watching that. Angels have their leadoff hitter aboard for the 3rd time in 6 innings. 0-1 to Anthony, who has walked and lined to shortstop.
Swing and a bouncer to third, picked up by Clement. Gives it over to second one. Wagner to first. 5-4-3 double play, 2 down.
And Anthony Rendon just hits a weak ground ball to Ernie Clement at third base for that easy turn.
Kevin Pillar hits for the Angels for the first time today. Slotted in for Mickey Moniak, removed from the game. Called strike 3. Fastball on the inside edge. And Pillar is set down. 5 scoreless innings for Ryan Yarbrough. Erases the leadoff hit with the double play ball. Punches out Pillar and sends us to the middle of the 6th, where the Blue Jays still hold a 5-0 lead. 4th inning of work for Griffin Canning, who's been great so far. Canning has retired all 9 batters he's faced, coming in as a bulk guy today rather than starting as he often does. Threw only 29 pitches in 3 innings.
And that shot foul.
What a play.
Did he catch that?
Yes, he did.
He caught that. Ball boy down the right field line. That was some kind of a grab.
Made it look easy. That's a shot off the bat of Kirk. Slicing away from him, too, but makes the play.
5-0 Blue Jays. Bases empty and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 pitch is hit high to medium depth center. First play for Pillar out there in center field today, and he makes the catch as that wraps up the bottom of the 6th. 6 scoreless today for Griffin Canning, but the Blue Jays tacked on 5 before he got in there, and that's why they lead 5-0 going to the top of the 9th. Matt Theis is up now, representing the last chance for the Angels. Nance threw an inning and 2/3, needs only 1 more out. 5-0 Blue Jays, top of the 9th.
5 runs on 8 hits for Toronto. No runs, 8 hits for the Angels. Down to their last strike, quite possibly. That's a great take by Matt Theis.
Yeah, Kirk tried to bring that back subtly into that outside corner, but off the plate.
Double and now a walk have put runners aboard with 2 gone. And the landscape has never been better for Nico Cavadas to come through with his first career knock. In the air, well hit to the opposite field. Loperfido back, and it's gone! Welcome to the big leagues! A 3-run homer for Nico Cavadas. His first big league hit, first big league homer, and 3 runs batted in.
How about that for your first major league hit in opposite field? 3-run blast.
That's the kind of pop that the Angels knew they were trading for. Big numbers at AAA with Boston, gargantuan collegiate numbers at Notre Dame. And we see it play out in the big leagues tonight here in Toronto.
5-3 Blue Jays. 2 outs and the bases empty. Swing and a bouncer to short. Jimenez charges in gloves. Throw over to first in time, and that's the ball game. Blue Jays survive the late scare. A very good day from Ryan Yarbrough, and a huge 5-run 5th for Toronto. Helped Toronto to a 5-3 series opening win.